one of the things that those guys do, and if you give them enough time, is they'll start to steal from your area, so that you end up with intruder alert. Intruder. Oh no! We've got 300 HP. B-I-B. Never really understood why this game, in terms of ranking, penalizes you from for using your buster. So, this is just the first of many puzzles that we'll have to do with batteries, so you will see. This would be a good time for like a, I don't know, like a woodman, if he did 100 damage to the whole field. Good. Yeah. Think hard about how you want to play the batteries. So I get battery A and B. One of the hints that they give you eventually is that the batteries cannot be placed. The batteries will never be placed next to each other. I haven't run into that hint yet, but I will. So what I should have done is I should have moved that one of those top batteries down one area. But it's not always even that. Not even that clear cut, unfortunately. Baton B. So as you can see, one of the two lights turned on, which means I revealed half the path. So one of these two batteries is correct, and the other one is not. So I gotta turn it off, move one of the batteries, and then hope that I light up both of the lights on the next turn. So I actually might be pulling a battery that is working, or lighting up a light, and replacing it and putting it into the wrong area, so... So you see, I've exhausted both batteries, so now I gotta remove both of them, get them both recharged, then bring them both back to the same position, and put the one battery that is correct in the correct top left position, and then try to figure out which one of the other, at this point, 3, even though I know that it can't, eventually I'll learn that they can't be next to each other, so it's actually only 2 more locations. So first battery's right, so the battery can either go in this slot, the one directly across from it, or the one in between. But I believe I get this right on the second try. So I have this, I mentioned this before, I'm sure. I have this problem where nobody really contacts me via my cell phone at all. Like, my parents will occasionally, like, send me a link to a video or something. But it's usually, like, nothing that requires my response to it. And this happened to me at work as well, where a coworker had texted me saying, "Hey, I need you to come back to the office to unlock it because I forgot my wallet or purse." and I didn't look at my phone because I didn't have it on me, because I had put it upstairs to charge, and I didn't know that they had texted me until after it was too late. It was the following morning. Well, I had exactly the same thing happen where, you know, nobody texts me, nobody calls me, nobody, you know, needs to get in contact with me. So I accidentally put my phone in my basement while I was doing laundry. My mom texted me asking me a question, and I didn't respond because my phone was in the basement. And then I didn't have my phone in the evening because I thought it was upstairs in my room, and it was not. So I go to bed, I wake up the following morning, and notice my phone's not near me. So I'm like, okay, I gotta go look for that. So like 15 minutes later, my mom's knocking on my front door going, "Where the hell are you? I thought you were dead." More or less. I mean, she didn't actually say that, but she's like, "You literally show up to my house to make sure I was okay because I hadn't responded to any of her texts on Saturday, and she was worried that something had happened to me." But if I had had my... I know this is one of those Murphy's Law thing. If I had had my phone in my pocket all day with the ringer on, she wouldn't have texted me. You know what I mean? It was only because I didn't have my phone on me that she texted me. And I know that's, in terms of actually living in reality world, that's not how that works. But, that's how my life works. You know, where if I go back in time, physically sneak my phone into my pocket, you know, without my current self realizing it, my mom would not have texted me, you see. My dad and mom wouldn't have needed to know where I was at, you see. But because I didn't have my phone on me, and I couldn't respond back to them in a timely manner, I created a situation where they were so worried that I got lost or something that they physically came to my house to make sure I was okay. My mom gave me a big hug. She was really worried. And I apologize because I didn't mean to make my mom worry. Not that kind of man. Just Murphy's Law, you know, I didn't have my phone on me, so someone needed me. If I had my phone, they wouldn't need me. Several programs, I got C, D, and E. So basically, you know, the batteries, even though they're labeled A, B, C, and D, they don't actually matter. They're just basically telling me that each battery has so much charge. Also, it's remembering about batteries A and B, so it's going to continue to tell me that batteries A and B still have one charge, and that the other batteries have two charges, even though I already know, blah, 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 blah. So this is sort of redundant. So I'm going to flip the switch. We'll see how many lights light up, and then I'm going to have the fun problem of trying to figure out which one, two, probably not three. Let's see. So 2 of the 3 light bulbs went off, which means that 2 of my 3 batteries are correct. So which battery is the incorrect battery? Is it this one? Is it the middle one? Or is it the top left one? I don't know. I'm gonna have to remove the battery to find out. So now we know that one of the batteries I took out is wrong. So this bottom corner one is correct. So either the middle one or the top one is incorrect. Then, after I figure that out, to figure out which of the other one... Well, I guess there's only 2 other spots. Yeah, there's only 2 other spots. Regardless of which battery is correct and which battery is incorrect, because 2 batteries can't be directly across from each other, it removes 1, 2... Here, 1, 2... 3, 4... So we know that the one directly to the left and up from here is not going to be correct. We know that if we so like right off the bat, we're testing the last two positions that the batteries could be in, knowing full well that one of them is going to be correct and one of them is going to be incorrect. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm thinking here at this moment. Other than the hope that even though I know one of these is going to be wrong. So only one of these is correct now. Why? Because, you know, I didn't put one in the bottom, the corner closest to the screen. And I did find one of the other two correct ones, but... Alright, that'll be good. That'll be good. Then I think we figured out the puzzle here. Should be one in the middle, one in the bottom. Yeah, right there's one. Should be a battery. Be one in the middle, and then either the left or the right one is wrong. So that's correct. Either the left or right battery is incorrect. See? But I was wrong. It'd be the top right one. Now I gotta undo all the batteries and recharge them, bring them back, and put them in the correct positions. Meanwhile, I'm running out of power already. My power's already halfway gone on this. And I'm starting to freak out at this point because I think I'm gonna run out of power. All good. All good in the end, though. All I need to know. The Woodman is super effective against electric enemies, because wood's good against electricity, and electricity is good against water, and water's good against fire, and fire is good against wood. That's your square of vulnerabilities. But sometimes base damage just makes more sense than trying to be super sneaky smart. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And this bottom one. Yep. That's correct. When I press the button, all three will light up. Right? So now that we've solved the puzzle here, and we've got all three lights, so that we can continue on, now the game's going to throw us a curveball. Now that we've established that we need 3 batteries to light up 3 lights to move on, now the game's going to tell me that I only need 2 batteries to light up my path, and I need to save the 3rd battery so that I can unlock the path back to the first path, so that I can then recollect the other 2 batteries so I can use the 3 batteries to progress. Yeah, lovely. Lovely. Taking a swipe out of his health. This is giving me the hint that not all the batteries are required to solve the puzzles. Sometimes you have to hold on to one of the batteries so you can use it to progress, which is very obnoxious. One nice thing about this area, though, is when Mega Man is stopped, the charge doesn't go down anymore. It stops blinking at a certain point as long as I'm not moving forward. So if I'm running in place, Mega Man's battery will not drain. But if I'm actually physically moving around the chart or whatever, then yeah. Well, the one nice thing they did do here is that they put the guy who recharges the batteries right next to the puzzle itself. You could tell the closer I get to the end of the stage, the closer the recharge guy is. So, like, in the last couple puzzles, he's standing off on a little platform, you know, like a knight's move away. And then eventually he'll just be standing on the same platform as me, because it'll be like you're starting to get more and closer to the end where you're gonna run out of power. So they're trying to like be like, hey, hurry up. So, whatever. Yay! Trying to figure out what I need to upgrade next time I get a power up. Should I upgrade my charge so I charge faster, and or should I upgrade my damage again, or should I upgrade my rapid so that I'm, you know, shooting faster than, I don't know. I don't know. Probably go with either charge or damage, because I want to kind of get my damage up to 5 as quickly as I can, because obviously I'm mashing out, you know, one hit every, 4 hits a second. I'm doing, 12 damage versus doing, 20 damage. This, yeah, I mean, you get my point. Better watch that I don't get trapped here. I got trapped. Good job, Chris. And in addition, I just lost part of my territory. Means I'm gonna have to waste an entire turn. He literally just took away the block I wanted. And I zapped myself, so great job, Chris. Great job all around on that one. That was super duper. Love how it tells me every time that there's multiple charges, you know. So one thing about this puzzle is that I have to put 2 of the 3 batteries in, but two of the spotches will make a single tile that connects to the big important one that'll actually take me to the next area. So while I do need to combine 2 batteries, there's one battery that's more important than one selection that's more important than the others, is what I should say. So through reasoning of deduction, I'm thinking that each row or each column, however you're looking at it, should have 1 battery in it. When you're in terms of how this actually does go, they just can't be next to each other. You know what I mean? So you could technically have 2 in the same row or 2 in the same column, as long as they're not standing directly next to each other. That kills 2 guys. That's what's nice about Fireman is he does a ton of damage, but it is linear in terms of what damage he does do. Whereas a Stone Man, it's all about the luck, you know? Sometimes he could hit the same spot 3 times in a row doing 300 damage. Sometimes doesn't hit the right spot at all. It's a Rattan. He's a very ratty Rattan. That's what I wanted. I want exactly what I have here, but unfortunately I've laid down all 3 of my batteries. So I need to figure out which one of the 3 batteries isn't working, so that I can take it out and move it to the next section. So for the sake of brevity, eventually I'm going to cut forward in time where I know exactly where all the batteries go to. So I sort of just stop dicking around at a certain point, and we'll just do all of the correct, the puzzle 100% from here on out. So I'm thinking that they gave me batteries right now, but they didn't give me any batteries. He's just there to recharge my battery. That was me mashing too much. Battery doesn't need to be recharged twice, it just needs to be recharged once, but I'm mashing through dialogue, so I'm ending up re-procking him again, like whenever you ask Nurse Joy to heal your Pokemon twice. You're mashing through her dialogue, and instead you accidentally prompt her to open it up again.